This is the closing submission to On Board Planola, 24th of June 2009. The case presented by the applicant for the board's consideration appears to rest on two main planks: security of energy supply and economic benefit. This application relies heavily on some recommendation from a Mr. Peter Castles, the Advantica report commissioned by the Minister of the Day in 2005, and a report commissioned by the applicant from Goodbody Economic Consultants Limited. Anything related to planning consideration premised upon recommendations by Mr. Castles is operating from a flawed premise, since Mr. Castles is not a competent person in the areas of sustainable planning and development or health, safety and the environment. The outdated Advantica report upon which the current Minister, DCEN, rests his faded, jaded green credentials is, to a large degree, irrelevant to this application, as it couldn't comment on the LBI for the simple reason that the proposed LBI is the applicant's attempt to address a recommendation within this report. In relation to this application, the security of supply argument is a canard. One reads both the Goodbody report and the DCEN closing submission in this regard and remembers the dire warnings issued during the 2002 oral hearing when Energy Armageddon was forecast for years, which have now passed, if not serenely, at least without the lights going out and unimpaired ability to fry one's rashers or rasher. At an either-or level, the security of supply argument is untenable in the application currently before the board. Leaving aside the fact that we all know that this application is, as it always was, designed as the conduit for further oil-gas development in this hitherto greenfield area. But we are all precluded from addressing this. The fact remains that the CORRIB field in itself is not vital to maintaining security of supply, DCEN. In this evidence to the hearing 23rd of June 2009, Mr. Stuart Basford confirmed that the maximum flow rate of CORRIB, 350 million standard cubic feet per day, would only last to year 3. Mr. Basford further confirmed that given the country's current energy requirements, even the maximum flow rate in the first 3 years would not provide 60% of these energy needs. It must be remembered that the capacity of the CORRIB field is variously given as 0.87 or 1 TCF. Therefore, the consistent red herring using woolly language such as the ability to meet up to 60% of Irish natural gas needs from Goodbody and vital to maintaining security of supply, DCEN, must be accepted by the board for what it really is: media intention spin, and as such it can form no basis for planning consideration. That said, and again with extensification in mind, any cubic metre of gas or barrel of oil extracted from a domestic source by foreign or privately owned oil gas companies under the current licensing terms and conditions gives rise in reality to a detrimental opportunity cost to the